Right about now, it's probably the last block of the day, and you've been sitting in that uncomfortable chair far too long, periodically checking the clock. When will this class end? You don't care what I have to say, and honestly, I don't blame you. What could I possibly say that's going to have any impact on your life in the next 10 minutes? Week? After high school? For that matter, does anything we learn in English 12 really prepare us for the future? First thing they tell you in university is forget everything you thought you knew about essays. Does anything we learn in high school prepare us for our future? Up until this point, you've spent about 8,000 hours of your life in school. It's about the equivalent of spending a whole year in school. Now, I'm not discounting the arithmetic. You need to know addition, subtraction, multiplication. You need to be able to articulate yourself. It's very important to be able to express yourself. But what else do we learn that prepares us for life? Bruce Springsteen, famous rock star, once said, "We learn more about life from a 3-minute record than we ever learned in school." Now, I don't think it's necessary for someone not going into the maths or the sciences to have to know pre-calculus to get into university. I mean, I would rather know how to do my taxes than how to graph a quadratic equation in the third quadrant. I mean, I could go to jail for tax evasion because I didn't file my taxes. Because incidentally, I don't know how to do that. But it's a good thing I know that in the third quadrant is the letter T because all students take calculus. I really hope they ask me on my next job interview what the 2 major trading companies of the fur trade were. Which I hope we all remember is the HBC and the NWC. Because if we don't retain this information, how do we justify sitting in classrooms learning information we can't wait to forget? Austrian philosopher Ivan Illich made a case for deschooling society. His thesis includes that achieving the goals of universal education through school isn't feasible, and that it expands the responsibility of school until it engulfs a student's lifetime. Now, I didn't know the meaning of stress before I had a history project, a civilizations report, a biology test, an English essay, a psychology test, not to mention teaching myself a whole unit of psychology on the side. All in 1 week. Now, I don't think that would show the correct representation of my knowledge on any of these subjects. Now, say we take a page from the book of Ivan Illich. Do dropouts have a future? Do people who didn't finish this wonderful establishment of high school, are they prepared for their life? Quentin Tarantino, directors of movies like Pulp Fiction, Django Unchained, Inglourious Basterds, cinematic genius, dropped out of high school at the age of 15. Albert Einstein, considered the smartest man who ever lived, dropped out of high school. Thomas Edison, inventor of the light bulb, dropped out of high school. The Wright brothers, original engineers of the airplane, dropped out of high school. And I can bet you they didn't know pre-calculus and they knew how to do their taxes. Now, I'm not advocating that you drop out of high school, but it makes you question, why am I here? To which the first answer you can think of is, well, because I have to be. As soon as you're old enough to listen, you're told that you'll go to school, then you'll go to high school, and they'll teach you everything you need to know about life. But it's funny, I don't feel prepared for life.